clip I wanted to play was Molly Ringwald. She was speaking with Variety at a Miami film festival recently, and she was asked about, like we all grew up, I think it was like 16 Candles and all those, Breakfast Club, the original one, not the Crane, what was it, Pretty in Pink,
Right.
all of those, and there were no black people really in them, and I was okay with that. Ferris Bueller, art is art, right? I didn't really, even consider, they need to have a black person, as a friend, because then it always was like a throwaway, 866-801-8255. But she said something that I wanted to examine with you. Dr. Daniel Black is here. If you want to call and join us, you can. Play the clip. It's short.
Those movies, the movies that, I'm so well known for, they were very much of a time, and if you were to remake that now, I think it would have to be much more diverse, and it would have to be, you couldn't make a movie that white now. No, those movies are really, really very white, and they don't really represent, what it is to be a teenager in a school in America today. I don't think so. But I think that they were really great, and they were of that time, and they really represented John Hughes's experience, and that's what he was writing to his own personal.
I heard the crowd erupt, and people were like, "Yay!" and they were sharing it on Twitter. I came away with a different view. You're shaking your head.
I'm shaking my
okay.
head.
All right. You first.
Okay, I do not agree. First of all, there are movies that are made that are that white. And they're still that white. But here's the thing. I liked Ferris Bueller. I liked it. I understood Ferris Bueller. It was a coming of age story. I didn't need Ferris Bueller to be black, and I didn't need Ferris Bueller to have black friends. See, this is where people get messed up in terms of racism. Racism is not the issue of trying to find a place where you can appendage me to your story. That's not inclusion. Leave Ferris Bueller right where Ferris Bueller is. That's fine. The problem was the absence of Tyrone Jackson's story. It wasn't that Tyrone Jackson wasn't in Ferris Bueller's story. See, that's the issue. I think Ferris Bueller was fine.
Right. Like Cooley High didn't need to have any white students.
No.
Any? Cooley High? What's Cooley High? I took away this because it's something I know, and Molly Ringwald doesn't know this because I think a lot of people who identify as white don't realize how white their worlds are. 3/4 of white people. This is a study. I'm going to keep telling you all about it. NBC did a study, and they came 3/4 of white folk are segregated. They are self-segregated. They do not have any relationship. That's what the study said. No relationship with people who are black. Outside of, the teacher or the nurse or the nanny, but true relationship where somebody, their churches are white, their schools are white. And if people, you got whole states, Utah, North Dakota, South Dakota, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, 99% white, it's whole states in this country.
Absolutely.
Right? There are only like 4 states where you even have like a multiracial, populace.
Right.
Montana, very white, very white. So why wouldn't the schools be all white? Why wouldn't they be?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's this country today in 2024. Wildly segregated.
I need us to stop thinking that race is the only signifier of difference.
Okay.
If people could really hear that, race is not the only signifier of difference and beauty in this country. Listen, and just because you put a rose next to the violet, the rose doesn't become purple. It's not the coexistence. It's the learning to see God in each of them. Not just trying to figure out how to include the one that feels left out. That's not any more divine. The rose doesn't need the chrysanthemum in order to feel its roseness, or for the chrysanthemum to feel all of a sudden, now I'm worthy of blooming. No. Let them each bloom in their own way and in their own time. The catch is that you don't get all of God unless you see all the blooms.